Hi, my name is Eddie Davidson. I'm doing a presentation over the science of reading. I'm going to talk a little bit about the introduction of science of reading. Uh, more the introduction is more of talking about word recognition and language comprehension. Um, Talking about more of when the kids are young, having structure in the classrooms and strict regarding rules. Um, and teaching the kids and getting them prepared before it's too late, before going on to third, fourth, fifth grade, when the reading comprehension and decoding word comprehension should be taught at an early age before it get too late, and it needs to be caught before then. What is the reading of science? It's more of like a four-step that explains how to fix the problem if it occurs regarding our kids and students in the classroom, and give different breakdowns uh, of different sections and how to fix the problem. And that's what it talks about regarding what is the science of reading. The simple views of reading. That's more like the start process and a four-step process regarding this presentation. Um, it's more of the sound for its phonological awareness, being able to hear, and it talks about how the teachers and how to help the school be more of a help to the students and to learn the different needs and ways to um, complete and ways to go about it, because most kids and all kids don't learn the same way. Some learn by visual, some learn by doing, touch, teaching, and etc. and so on. Slide 5, Scarborough's reading ropes. This is a visual type thing that they're talking about. Is more of a language, talking about making language is more natural. It comes to us natural, as we groom and grow uh, our bodies and minds, but it can also come natural and be taught the wrong way. And that, um, but we are never born to read. It's something to help grow or work on as we grow up and teach it in school and going on regarding letter sounds and blending and things of that type, of that manner. But it's never um, comes to us natural. It's something you have to work on. And the Scarborough's uh, ropes it shows a visual presentation of what all goes into the brain and what part stops and what part works and what part takes over and when to use those parts. And that's one big important part of it, is the start of how it is coming to be. The next slide talks about the four-part mental processor. The four-part mental processor is a little bit past halfway. Like I was saying, that the simple views of reading is kind of like the start. The Scarborough's reading ropes is more like a second stage, and not onto the four-part mental processor. It's four more steps regarding this actual process, um, and it helps advance. It helps advance in more of a letter shape recognition and the process that enhances, make sure, make sense of letters um, and shapes regarding the four different breakdowns. And all breakdowns are different. They're not all the same. All have their own personal things that they do that comes into the one part that makes a four-part mental processes. I'm sorry. Um, and towards the end, the Aries, my next slide talks about the Aries phase, the word level reading. This is like the end of that. It explains different ways kids learn. Um, in this section, it's four more parts regarding this to tell you a breakdown regarding and explain how it's flexible and children learn through different phases and connection through sound, words, letters, blending, and etc. This is when all it comes together and you start putting it together as one and be able to comprehend and go on. My next slide talks about phonological awareness, what and why. What and why, the phonological awareness, this is more like the speech, or it's the sound system. That's when phonics really start. It starts early, the word recognition, and it goes into the phonics part of things. And this is what the phonological awareness is, more of the speech and sound system. The next slide is phonics. What and why? Now during this stage, is what is happening is they start to recognize between letters and sounds. This is when you start putting together, and it's more of the it's coming part of more of the orthographic mapping, being able to instantly recognize letters at an instant, and not get stuck and not double guess yourself. But at this point, you'll be able to recognize between letters and sounds automatically at this stage. My next slide, we talk about the fluency of what and why. Fluency is being able to comprehend and read smooth, fast, accurate, without any stops or mess ups, because being able to see and blend and recognize words and comprehend what it's saying and having good fluency around, you should be able to do this around ninth grade, starting high school. It should be pretty good at having good fluency, and it also break down words fast, and having true understanding and knowing the true understanding of what is being said and what is there. So having or being a good fluency reader is the way where you want to be. My next slide is the vocabulary, what and why. The vocabulary is when you hold things in your mind. You can be able to put this with that. Um, it also it starts by putting meaning to words with ease and able to hold conversations accurately, no matter what the subject or words they're using. At this part, having good vocabulary to go on and connect with spelling patterns and words, and expand it from small to be able to do bigger, and expand in your vocabulary. The next slide I will talk about code emphasis and meaning emphasis. Code emphasis is just something. It's a code. It's something that happens early. It's more like when you teach the kid that it's like more of a code that they know for as uh, word recognition and language comprehension. It's a code that if it's done right, that they will go by that. And the meaning emphasis is more of using whole words that you haven't seen before. I haven't heard like for sight words to kids, but being able to throw some different words in there that you don't know or haven't worked on. This is more of the code emphasis and meaning emphasis, what it's about. My next slide, we'll talk about orthographic mapping, and orthographic mapping is more of sound that you hear automatically and know how to respond back. If someone says something to me, and I hear it comes in, I can automatically come back with something from what they said. And this is more of the orthographic mapping part of things in this presentation. And my next slide is my references. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy. Thanks.